Hello, it's T with Teaquilts, and today is Saturday, September 3rd, 2022, and it is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here for our live 2 hour sew-in chat. I was in the process of cleaning this machine. I'm not finished, but I will see if I can pull up the chat comments here so we can get started. All right. Search. All righty. Make sure this volume is down. And I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. And it just kicked me all the way out after the ads, okay? So now I want to pause that. And hopefully I can read everything. So Denise Sopatch 33 is here saying, hello, everyone. I'm just lurking and listening while I sew some churn dash blocks. That's awesome. Sue Baker says, hit the thumbs up button while waiting. I did. Thanks, Susan. And Beb Dixon, hello T and all quilters. Lazy day for me. Nothing under my needle. And that's funny, Beb, because I haven't sewed a thing since Wednesday night. I guess I finished off a couple of the bag orders that I had. And I decided that everybody else was going to wait, that I just needed a break. And that's what I took. I took a break from sewing all the way up till today, haven't sewed one stitch. So I'm happy about that. Okay. Trying to figure out why am I getting notifications on this phone. I'm gonna just clear everything out. I don't know what that's about. All right. Delia Shorts here saying hi to and everyone. Happy Saturday. Hi, Delia. And I still haven't found the envelope. So I'm still searching for that. So I haven't forgotten about you. Also reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. They call it paying the rent. Melissa LePage says, good evening, T and teammates. Also reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Beverly Aiken says, hello, T and T Quilter. Joy Creation says, good evening, T and everyone. Janice Miller says, hello, T and T Quilters. Getting in place for live is 90 degrees. Okay, I was getting confused. Okay. Let's see. French Seams is here saying good evening to all. And they're all talking to each other. That's lovely. Judy is here saying hello, T and Quilters. The Debt Free Quilter saying hey, hello. And welcome to the channel as well. Vivian Calvi is here saying hi, T and everyone. If I missed your name, I'm not seeing it. Cynthia Maria Field says, T and fellow quilters, have fun watching on tablet tonight. Reminding people to also hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Sherry Bridwell saying, hello, everyone here from South Carolina. Hello and welcome to you as well. Carrie Richards says, hello, T and everyone. Susan Franklin says, hello from Georgia. And Shirley Peters saying, good evening, T and everyone. Jason Lewis is here saying, hi, T and friends. Hope everyone had a great Saturday. And trying to get to the new ones. A lot of people are talking to each other. Tina Roberts saying evening quilters. Diana Grant also, hey T and T Quilters, greetings from North Carolina. Francis Jackson's here, hello T and everyone from hot and humid Michigan. Craftwood Love says greetings T and everyone. Leah Bryan, hello T and everyone. And Linda Denton saying hi everyone. Hi Linda, welcome to the channel as well. Lenora Baptiste, hi Mrs. T and Quilters family. Happy to be here. T Quilters family. Hi to Lenora. Tom Ecker is here saying, hey, T and T Quilters, smash the thumbs up button for T. Just putting those 4-star general blocks into the big block. So you are getting caught up, sir. You moving fast. I saw some of your pictures you posted in the Facebook group. So that's awesome. I still haven't sold a stitched on the 4-star general since I was at Kevin's house. Okay. I don't know what my problem is. I guess I'm going to be sewing on 4-star general on a Saturday when I go to Kevin's house, third Saturday. Let's see. Sue GSD saying hello T and fellow quilters. Please don't forget to thumbs up, share, and hit the bell. Thank you, Sue. Sheila Willis is also here saying good evening T and T Quilters. Mary F is here saying good evening. I hope all are well. And wash your hands says hello T and everyone. Thumbs up. Tiffany's Quilting Life is here. That's Tiffany. And she said, what? It moved. Hello, T and everyone. I'm multitasking, so I'm here to listen and watch, but not in the chat. But I am here. Hey, Tiffany. This group makes my heart happy. That's from Sue. Sherlock Sews is here. Also, welcome, saying hello, everyone. Vanessa Browns says, hi, TNT Quilters, working on finishing up some long arm work. Yes, I still haven't finished. Put a quilt that I got a custom quilt on my long arm frame. It's for a friend, so I guess I'm just taking my little time. Okay, I need to put that quilt on the frame. Good evening, Miss T and Quilters. Thumbs up. That's from Remo JS. Hey, Remo. And Rich Rutley is here. Hi, T and all quilting friends from New Jersey. Hello, hello. Deb Slavish. Hi, T and all. Also, welcome, Deb, to the channel. I'm not sure if I've seen your name before. Listening today, working on binding, a lot of binding. That's French sayings. Cynthia Shade here says, good evening to all from Chicago. And you all keep saying names that I haven't seen, or maybe they're the names of other people with incognito names, and I don't know who they are. So I feel like I'm missing chat comments. So if I'm missing your name, I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Susan's also reminding people to thumbs up. Says it's only 10 thumbs up. I think it might be more. I might have to refresh sometimes. Joe Carmel Perkins is here. Says, hey, Miss TNT Quilters. Back from Arizona just in time for the live. Yes. Welcome. Janet Mackerel. Hi, TNT Quilters. Paula S. Hello, good evening, TNT Quilters. And thinking of Paula S. Let's talk about Paula S. Paula S was on my thumbnail for Wednesday's live where I forgot to completely talk about it, which is what I normally do. Not intentional, but I have been putting thumbnails up that are not necessarily related to the topics I'm discussing, but I am putting up any photos that I took with people individually. If you were still at retreat and I was able to get a photo with you on Sunday morning, I have been using those photos of individuals and just time to thank them or talk about them or think about them. So let's talk about Paula, who was on Wednesday's thumbnail that I didn't even talk about because we went over and I ran out of time and I forgot. But Paula was a joy to meet. I had never met Paula. She was actually only planning to come to retreat just to do the Missouri Star bus trip, okay? Because my retreat was filled, and at the maybe about January or February, somebody received some news that made it so that they couldn't attend retreat. So I contacted Paula because I knew she was coming on the bus trip and asked her if she might be willing to, instead of just doing 2 or 3 nights here in the St. Louis area, if she would be willing to do the whole entire retreat. It turns out her staying for the whole retreat was cheaper than her getting 2 nights a hotel room almost, okay? Plus the bus fare was included in retreat price. So she ended up staying at retreat. So that's the end of that story. All I know is I start getting information about travel arrangements about a couple weeks before retreats due. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody's flights because I got my daughter playing. She was the Cuber driver. She was picking up people mostly from the airport. Well, Paula comes in and she's saying she's coming by train. And I'm like, okay, which station are you going to do that with? Well, she came on one of the hottest days. June isn't normally quite as hot as it was this year for us, but it was extremely hot in June. We had weather temps in the right around high 99s to 100 in that area, and the train was slowed down because of travel. Paula was on the train for about 28 hours just to come to a Teaquilts retreat. So she came in late on the first day, and I picked her up. Did I pick her up? No, I had went to pick her up, and her train was late. And then I sent Kevin and Jennifer Musard actually went and picked up Paula at the last minute for me, so I wouldn't have to go back out. Because by the time her train came in 4 hours later, I was so tired and exhausted, I didn't know what to do with myself. But got to meet with her, talk with her. I actually took her back to the train station on Sunday when she left. So I just appreciate somebody that she doesn't fly. You have those people that don't fly at all. It has nothing to do with COVID. She's just one of those people that don't fly, and she didn't want to drive it, of course, by herself. And so she says she just takes the train everywhere she wants to go. She's used to it. She actually loves it. And I was just shocked that somebody would spend that kind of time to and from to come to a quilt retreat. So thank you, Paula, for being a great sport and for just really, really going, I feel, out of your way, but that's normal for you. That's your normal mode of transportation. But it just goes to show, if you want to do something in life, you're going to do it. And ever since Paula left, I've since had a friend that has done one of those cross country train tracks where she's done like 3 or 4 major legs, and she made a Facebook group where she's been posting all the information, giving tips on how to schedule your cross country train adventures. And I must say, it sounds really exciting. So you've opened my eyes. I've traveled on train just from St. Louis to Chicago. I go into downtown Chicago. I do that so that I don't. I normally book a room in downtown Chicago. I get a cab to my hotel, and then I walk everywhere else, or I take their public transportation, their L system. So I have never done train other than that. So you've opened my eyes to a whole new way of traveling on train. So thank you so much for that. Our current person on the thumbnail for tonight is Sharon, and we nickname Sharon. She's Sharon Drop It Like It's Hot Lewis. We had so much fun at retreat, and Sharon is one of those people that when you meet her, she's one of those people in the office that are always politically correct, or one of those church going people that, very conservative and righteous. But she is all of that. But on top of that, she also knows how to have a great time, and she has a great mixture of it. And so she knows how to turn it on, and when to turn it on. She's quick with it. And I like that. And so that's who our current person is. That was my first time meeting her at retreat. I'm telling you, I can't wait to meet people again at the next retreat in 2024. So I had so much fun. I was exhausted, but I still had so much fun. I didn't get a thing done, but I had so much fun. So it was great meeting people. So I am just using my thumbnails to talk about a little bit about retreat and a little bit about the people, and to just thank them for supporting uh, me as an individual and me as a business. So I appreciate that. Remo, why are you gonna run away? We're not having that. Melina Montoya is here. Monty Pep says another New Jerseyan in the house. This is Sherry R. Hey Sherry, welcome. Phyllis G saying hi, T and everyone. And I think I skipped over you, Phyllis, but I'll come back to you next week. I haven't forgotten you. Kevin the Quilter is here saying evening all Teaquilters. Zella McKenzie says hi T and quilting friends. Rhonda Barlow says hey T and everyone. Rich Rutley. I want to know, where is Paula Ford? Anybody heard from Paula Ford? I haven't seen her in chat. Thinking about retreat now. Stephanie from Memoirs of a Longworm Quilter is here saying hey T and everyone. I see Stephanie also working on her, not working, she's got her 4-star general quilt top piece. Okay. Good for you. And it was somebody else that finished theirs. I think it was Emily Zahoot. She finished hers. Maddie Barnum is here saying hi T and everyone. T, I got my bag. It's so cute. I love it. Thank you. Hey Maddie. Thank you so much for ordering, and just thank you so much for being you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Teresa McCormick, I made it. Yay. Hello, Miss T and everyone. Glad to be with you. Jason talking about child, 28 hours on the train. Yes. That's what I said when she listed it, but I've since followed somebody's journey on this train, and it's pretty interesting. You have to almost buy a package and get a sleeper room in order to really enjoy yourself on a train. If you mostly go coach, I've learned, it can be a little taxing when you're doing cross country stuff, not what Paula was doing. But it was nice. Kevin says it was a pleasure meeting Paula. Has anyone heard of a signature sewing machine, and is it a good brand? I've seen it like in my Facebook marketplace, but I haven't done any follow up to see what it's all about. Thank you, Diana. She says 95 are watching and 52 thumbs ups, and that probably was a while ago, since I'm always behind on reading the chats. Liz Wilson here saying hello, everyone. Jason says, drop it like it's hot. Like it's hot. Yes, ma'am. You got that right. Sharon was too funny. Miss T, you sold 2 times for me at retreat. Yeah, I sold 2 X's on a on a bowl cozy. That's what I sold. And then I did sew a little bit on some blocks, but I still haven't touched that project. I did some cutting for my triangles, my setting triangles, but I haven't done everything. Let's see. I'm still apparently missing comments. Oh, okay. He says, my brother says, hi, sis, and everyone. Stay safe still. Yes. I was supposed to see my brother and his wife today. And I've had a rough night. I'm really so sleepy right now. I don't know what to do. But I had sinus attack last night, and then it started raining about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep because it was like pouring and rain was hitting. I have a metal awning, and it was hitting on top of the awning. And I'm a very light sleeper, and I couldn't fall asleep. And it just seems like today, one thing after another, just kept happening to me today. But I'm here, just barely. So let's see. Sue says, "Hey T, retreaters, only 661 days until retreat, girl." I'm glad it's a big number. It just exhausts me even more right now. um, I still haven't gotten an update on prices for the 2024 retreat, so that's why you all haven't heard from me yet. Um, that's what I'm currently waiting on. What else? Waiting on the prices, and then once I get prices, I can kind of set up the deposit. Just be prepared to pay a deposit, non-refundable of $50 before the end of the year. So put that money aside. You can do that. And then next year, January, maybe through June, is when I'll be accepting payments for the retreat. And then your retreat's going to hopefully be paid in full by June of 2023. There's a couple reasons why I'm doing that. Last time I did retreat, I paid for everything up front myself. Just so happened I was selling a lot of fabric, so I was able to use my profit for selling fabric to pay in advance for a bus, pay in advance the deposits that were needed for the rooms. And I'm thinking that I don't want to hold up my own personal funds for that in the future. So I am going to get money in early. In addition to that, it also makes it so that I can know how much money I have to spend for door prizes and things like that as well. So I also fronted all of that money uh, for retreat. And then once everybody paid in, which was only up to 3 months before retreat, when everything was actually paid for by most people, I still had some people that were late in paying or had cancellations and trying to find people at the last minute so they wouldn't forfeit all their money. One person I did have to end up, two people ended up forfeiting at the last minute because I just couldn't get anybody to come to retreat a week before retreat. So I had two people that actually forfeit. One person did say that I could take her spot and give it to somebody, which I did. I called a lady in my guild who doesn't stay the night. And so she just came in as a commuter. But I was able to get one person to do that. But she, of course, had things scheduled. So she wasn't there the entire time, but she was there most of the time. So I'm trying to hopefully avoid that kind of stuff where somebody's going to have to cancel. But, life throws curveballs. You never know what's going to happen in your personal life. So I fully understand that. But that's what's going on with retreat. So retreat's going to be paid almost a year in advance. And that way I know what my budget is for retreat. I know what the budget is for, hopefully I'm going to be trying to get a bus again and doing a shop hop on the bus. Not necessarily going to Missouri Star Quilt Company, but we will be going to some good shops, hopefully. And I'm just going to have to figure that route out. I haven't figured that out. I will have to know a route when I hire the bus so that they can give us what we need, but that's what's going on there. Um, let's see. Let's see. What are you sewing on tonight? That's from Mona. I'm actually trying to clean the machine. I have from the Not Today series. They're still back here. I have all my little piles. Everything. This is what I call organized chaos, okay? All of this. Just don't touch it. I know where everything is, supposedly, okay? But I need a few more blocks. Have to make some border blocks. They're going to be just a little bit different than what I'm currently sewing. So just slight differences. So I'll have to make 16, and 16 is 32. And then the four corners, so 32 and 4 is 36. I'll need 36 more blocks in different configurations. So that's what I'm going to be working on, the last blocks I need for the inside of my quilt top, because I've been counting how much I've sewed, how many blocks I've got. I've got them all pressed and up here on my wall right now. And so I just need to finish these so that I can mix them in with the final blocks, and then I can mix everything up to make sure that I got my fabrics sort of kind of evenly spaced. I'm not going to worry about it too much because I did use a lot of fabrics. But that's what I'm going to be sewing tonight. Again, I haven't sold any bag orders. I've just been, people are so funny. They want bags so bad that people are just sending me cash apps. Okay. I haven't even put the people on the list or anything. So the money is just sitting out there in cash app. But what I do is once I get to somebody's name on the list, when I'm about 2 or 3 people ahead of them, I'll send them some choices of fabrics to choose from so that they can choose the fabric that they like. But it is too funny. Everybody likes that cosmetic bag by Christine's Home Affairs that I've made 102 changes to. And that's the bag that I hate to make the most. Although it's only 2 last sewing seams that I hate at this point, but I hate them, okay? But the bag is so gorgeous. And I've got to make one for myself because I sold my bag. I took all of my stuff out of the bag because somebody wanted that bag. I said, it doesn't even have it. It's not even vinyl lined. They're like, I don't care. I want that bag. I'm like, okay, you got it. So my toiletries are now living in a plastic store grocery bag. Okay. So yeah, I probably got, just off the top of my head, I'm just going to make a guess. So I'm just going to say I probably got about 7 of those bags to make still. And I hate them. The other bags I don't mind making as much. It's just a couple, like I said, those last couple of seams on this particular bag, which are a nightmare to make. And it's just because you just run out of space, basically. You kind of run out of space. So it is what it is. Hey, so Terry. Oh, Remo's had a very long 2 days. So sorry. Teresa says, Miss T, I want to thank you for having a place for me to be joining on Wednesday and Saturday. I am grateful. Thank you. You're welcome, Teresa. I enjoy it as well. And I think I like to chat more than I do the sewing sometimes. Okay. Paula says, T, 4 years ago today, we traveled by train from DC to Vegas and back. Wow. And she says 4 years ago. That is awesome. But I know I've been watching, like I said, my friend that did it, and she was showing all the different places. She went through the Arizona part. She went through the San Diego parts. She started in Chicago and then she left from Chicago. So she actually flew into Chicago to start her excursion because she wanted particular routes. And you have to be, you could take a train to Chicago, but she didn't want to add that in case something happened with it because she went during the summer months as well. She didn't want to take a train to start and end her adventure because she says you never know if your trains are going to be late or things like that. But she had a lot of great tips. So one of these days it's on my bucket list. And then I even had Norma, my personal friend, like that I know and talk to all the time. She did a trip, and I can't remember which route they took though, but it was different than the one my friend took. But her and her husband took a train excursion as well. And I think they flew back wherever they went to, then they flew back all the way home from there. Jenna says the train, I'm working for a lot of people that don't or can't fly. Okay. Yes. the train is working for a lot of people that don't or can't fly. Yeah. Sue says, went to the antique mall on Thursday. My machine count is not 46. Oops. All right, Sue. That is funny. And Mona says, I've never been on a train. I will someday. I actually enjoy the train over bus. It seems like the train is just an upgrade from a bus, but to me, it has a lot more. At the ones when I was doing from St. Louis to Chicago, had a lot more leg room. The only thing I probably can say I don't really prefer is leaving your luggage down at the exit door, because as people get on and off, your luggage is there and you're sitting in a seat, unless you've got a smaller luggage where you're just putting it in your leg room. So you have to decide if you want leg room or if you want your luggage there. So I would say that's probably one of my downfalls for a train. But I love the train. I just sit back, read a book. It's really nice. June Hanson saying hi, T and everyone. I don't think I'm gonna ever get to the bottom of this. Bonita Nan says, hey, Miss T and everyone, doing laundry and listening. Yes. I almost bought a baby lock cord today. Labels are the only thing I am interested in at the moment. A lot of thinking to do, not interested in doing any other embroidery work, and that's Stephanie. And Stephanie, you might say that, and then I'm just gonna tell you, when you start saying all the stuff that you can do in the hoop, just knowing who you are, you're gonna change your mind. So at least get a 5x7 frame. Don't get a 4x4. If you're gonna get an embroidery machine, at least try to get a 5x7, because you can do a lot in a 5x7 space. You can't do in a 4x4. And then you don't have to upgrade again at all. Currently. Because you can make a lot of things in a 5x7. The retreats are held in St. Louis, Missouri. That was a question from Mona. Absolutely love meeting Paula G and Sharon. Drop it like it's hot, Lewis. That's from Joe Carmel. Margaret's here. I think early deposits is an excellent idea. That's Sue. Joe Carmel says Tea Creek Retreat was so much fun. It was better than the Scottsdale Quilt Fest. Laughing out loud. Now that's funny. Did someone say shop hop? Yep. Angela Stringer is here saying, hey, Tea and Quilters. Rich says that's a lot of work, Tea, making plans for a retreat. Yes, it is. And originally I was going to do a retreat, like a small retreat next year in 2023. I asked people if you were interested to let me know, send me emails. I needed 12 people and I probably only had like 5. Now, I wasn't even disappointed. So I canceled all of those arrangements and was glad that I didn't put my money down. So I was going to have a small retreat. That was going to be no perks, but people just want the big retreat. So that's fine too. I just don't want to schedule a big retreat every year. And then I'm also in the process of trying to schedule a family reunion for my family for next year. So I'm already working on a big project for next year. But I do like it. Darcy says, hi, T and all T Quilters. I can't be here tonight because I'm watching the U.S. Open. Serena Williams played last night. I just want to come and remind everyone to give T a thumbs up. Thank you, Darcy. Yeah, she did play. She lost her match yesterday for the, I guess I'm a spoiler, but she is just just greatness all over. Somebody I personally couldn't see myself playing tennis up to in my 40s. Okay, so she is very athletic, kept herself in shape, and I think she's done a fantastic job in her tennis career. So happy for Serena. Um we all have the same organized chaos, T. That's from Rich. Yes. And I know that that's not who, I think, I can't remember the name, but I do know that it's not really Rich. It's somebody else. But I do know. I can't remember right now. Melissa says, I'm thinking Missouri Star must have done something wrong. But if you won't tell, I won't ask again. That's funny. Rich says, you are just too nice, T. Stephanie said, Teaquilt, what size did your scooch over 2 quilt come out to be? I made the lap size, and I think I extended it 1 extra row on the bottom, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. It wasn't much. I just wanted it longer. Mary wants to take the train across Canada. That would be good too. You know, I've only been in Canada from Detroit to go over to the casino with my cousins while they gambled, and I sat down and watched the entertainment because I like my money in quilting, as you can see, or in my pocket. So I wasn't going to be over there gambling. I think I allocate like $20 or $25 to gambling when I go places. And when I go through whatever it is that I say I'm going to use, I'm done. I can sit down. I have very good tolerance. You're not going to get my money. So yeah, this bobbin is almost out. I'm not going to ever get to the bottom of this chat, it seems like. Betsy says, hello all, just getting back home, had to run out to St. Charles. Yes, Betsy has started the shop hop. She's done a few stores. So this bobbin's almost out. I know I'm going to be air sewing soon. All right, so I need to put this on. I don't even have any batting. I normally have batting up here. I'll use a scrap piece of fabric. I just like to always wipe my case off from any dust. I forgot to wipe that part. Get this on here, and I did oil it. So I see some more dirt moving as I'm rolling. Okay. All right. Put this back. So I can at least get these few blocks sewed here tonight. Hey, Dee Dee Hansen from Michigan. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Quote Gal says hi to you and everyone. June saying she's doing so much better. That's awesome. Dee Dee says, we did a train from Chicago to the West Coast to take a boat to Hawaii and back before the pandemic. Another time we went down to Texas and then over to Western Texas. It was really nice. Yes. The rooms are small. She says, you know, she happened to get the handicap room. Nobody had booked it. And with her being in the military, she got upgraded. And, but she says, you know, she had a bathroom in her station, in her room. And then she says that, you know, other people, they have to share common showers and bathrooms and stuff. So, you know, they are small. So she was telling you how to best book and things like that and what to book. But she definitely don't recommend you do coach if you go on a cross country on it. All right. So I'll be putting in a new bobbin real soon. But I got to use it up. I haven't even cleaned up all the pieces I have here for sewing bags and stuff. I did order new mics, and I'm using new mics. I used it Wednesday and today, so hopefully that is working. I did send the other mics back. I was like a couple days in being able to send it back. Almost missed my deadline. So I took advantage of that. They say, "Do you want another one, or you just want a new one since it's not working?" I'm like, "Nope, I don't want to be bothered with that." You had your chance. Okay. So all of these go on here like this. I don't even know why I'm pulling fabric in here. I haven't threaded a thing. And I can't remember who sent me this bucket of sulky thread. Not one, but two. Was it you, Sue? Sue GSD? I've been using all of this sulky thread while I've been making bags. So I really appreciate that. Yeah. I tell y'all what, I'm finna go down to the bottom because I'm never gonna catch up. T, I missed something. What are the details on buying a bag? T, I'm Patricia. That's rich. Yeah, I knew it was a different name. I just couldn't remember. Thank you. And Lana is in here as well. So I'm going down to the bottom. If I missed your name, just put it back in here again for me so I can get to the bottom. Okay, so it was you. And I kept saying, maybe it was Sue. And I'm like, but I don't want to know if somebody else gave it to me. I hate to say Sue and it wasn't Sue. But I've been using, I don't know when I'm going to use the ones with the orange labels, but I've been using the 30 weight. I think the orange label is 12 weight, which is even thicker. But I have been able to use the 30 weight. Now, I do notice when I'm using 30 weight and only got 2 layers of fabric, then I need to make some adjustments to tension. But if I'm quilting with it or piecing through foam and stabilizers and interfacings, then the 30 weight works without me making any adjustments to my tension. But I can't just sew 2 layers of fabric with just regular interfacing. The underside stitching looks weird. But I've been using that thread too, girl. So thank you. I had put it in my scrapbook room, which I'm now using as just storage. And I went back in there and got them containers out of there. Been using that thread. I forgot to take this down. Okay. And pull this needle up. So we shall see. It had some of those oddball colors that I don't normally have. Like if I have a lot of green, but then it had this weird color green. And of course, I don't have the side that has the color name on it or number, but I used it. It was perfect. And I'll be using this color again for a bag. I took off from bag making. I said I needed a break. And somebody asked about the bags. The information on the bags. I never did get a chance to post this on Facebook or put it on my website. I did not get a chance to post it in Teaquilts Facebook. I posted that on my personal page and people went crazy that are non-sewers went crazy, and those people have ordered over 20 something bags and I was overwhelmed. And the funny thing is, like I said, I'm sitting here. I had only 3 more bags I needed to make, and people are just sending me their cash apps, okay, to be put on the list. They already paid for a bag that I haven't even started. I ain't even planned on starting yet. But I decided I'm having Labor Day, having my family come to my house. So I decided I spent time figuring out menus, and I went grocery shopping already, and I'll start cooking tomorrow. So that's what I've been doing. I have not been doing anything sewing related. Now, what I have been doing, some of you may have noticed, is that I have edited a few videos. I've edited 3 videos actually. This dumb thing is not threading. I have actually I released a video today with my January, if you believe it, completed projects. So I've done that. And then I also have released the video for the first optional block. It is a private video right now for the people that are in the optional block group. So it doesn't have a whole lot of views on it, but that's okay. If you paid $5 for the optional block, you need to get into the groups so that you can get that information, the Teaquilts optional block drawing Facebook group. And you can get all the information over there. When I show the blocks, when they come in and when I show them and do the drawing, I'll make those videos public. And I'll do a post on my YouTube community page that those videos are now public. So you will get to see the videos. It's just that you'll see it after everybody else. After we're ready to do the drawing, that's when you'll see it. Okay. So Rafael Nadal won from Spain. So that's awesome. Thanks, Darcy. Jason said he did a thing on Friday. I ordered a 770 plus. Whoa, that's a big thing. Says I am so excited to get it in. I've been sewing on a very old but very great Bernina 1090 and can't wait to have all the bells and whistles. So that's nice. Just make sure you keep your machine because you're going to still use it for something. One thing I did, even when I didn't have 2 embroidery machines, I always had my one machine set up for machine embroidery, one machine that I would piece on, and then I always had a machine on a floor or in a case that I could get to easily that was set up for free motion quilting. And that way I didn't have to change all of the feet every time. And then also I used the best feature of each machine. So I had my Singer XL 1000 that was great for free motion quilting. So I just kept it set up for that. So see if we can sew here. Make sure everything's okay with the stitching back here. Yep. All right. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations, Jason, on your new baby. That's a big thing. And already being a Bernina lover, you're going to love it. He's talking about, you can only imagine my face when I found out I couldn't take it home that day. You got that right. It's like that kind of money. It should be sitting in the shop waiting on you, right? They got to go order you a machine. Ain't that something? Dee says, how do we get into the block swap? I sent my $5. You have to request admission into the Teaquilts optional block drawing Facebook group. Just like we had one for the 4-star general, there's one for the block drawing. So just request it, and I just check, make sure I've got an email or message from you saying that you were going to join or you've paid. I keep it on a list, and then I let you in accordingly. So that video came out the 2nd. Today is the 3rd, so it came out yesterday. And then also yesterday, today I released a video. You should have seen it. It was as I said, the January completions. And I have edited another video today, middle of the night when I couldn't sleep. I gave up, and I was having such a bad sinus infection I couldn't sleep. So I got up and edited a video about the snowball corners. So I'll release that tomorrow. I'm just trying to get them out of the way. And then also tomorrow I'm going to be cooking. So that's probably, I might, who knows? It depends on what I'm cooking and where I'm at. I might be able to edit another video while I'm waiting for stuff to cook. Who knows? It takes a while to edit a video. You have to listen to everything you say. And then when I upload the video, I still miss something. Sometimes. Still miss something. Darcy is reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, Darcy. And Joe Carmel is asking Sue, do you need me to babysit a few of your machines? That's funny. Paula says, T, I'm not on Facebook. How do I participate in the optional block? Oh my gosh. I told everybody it was going to be Facebook group. Email me, Paula, because I'm going to forget. That's why I have the group set up. So I can just post in one spot and not have to try to remember to send to everybody every month. So email me. Patricia says, T, you are so busy. How can you keep track of everything you have to do? I can't. Sometimes I'm last minute doing stuff, and sometimes I straight up forget. I try to give myself reminders, and I got this crazy S21 phone. I'm about ready to throw it in the toilet. I have all my reminders. I just tell Bixby to give me reminders, and this thing don't even remind me half the time. So I have to remember, or I go pick it up and I go, well, Johnny come lately, or I pick it up and it tells me that I'm negative 20 minutes from what I told it to give me a reminder for. And I always try to tell it to remind me early too. So that's a good thing. Yeah. T, what's on the menu for Monday? The great thing is that I don't have to cook it all because my mother and sister insist on being chefs no matter whose house it's at. And so I let them do whatever they want to do. I personally only have a few items to cook. I am making spaghetti, and then camp potatoes, which is what I call potatoes that you would normally cook when you're camping. You put them in aluminum foil and you throw them on your grill and you put whatever seasonings you want in it. So I'm making camp potato spaghetti and 2 apple pies, if I'm not mistaken. And then I also purchased ice cream, vanilla ice cream for apple pies. I got orange sherbet for the kids, and then I also got popsicles or bump pops. I can't remember which one now for the kids as well. So my sister is probably going to bring cake. She's either going to bring Miss Hullen's split chocolate or lemon cake, or she's going to bring a cheesecake. So that's the nice thing, my family, they like to cook, so I sit back and let them. My sister is, I have bought ribs to barbecue. I bought chicken. to cook. And my sister called me. I shopped Thursday. She called me yesterday. Or was it today? No, she called me today saying that she cooked ribs, 3 ribs. She cooked, I don't know, 21 chicken legs or chicken. I think she had the chicken leg and thigh parts. She cooked, made potato salad. So I got to remember to go put my meat in the freezer now. What else? My mom is cooking. I don't know what that lady is cooking, but I know for sure she'll have baked beans. And I was going to do fruit salad, but then I decided to just go ahead and make apple pie. So I changed my mind. Trying to see, how did I make these blocks before? Of course, I pressed all of my seams open. I'm not making cake. I'm gonna make apple pie because it's close enough to apple season. I went and got some Granny Smith apples, so I'm going to make apple pie. And Patricia said, "I'll be right over, T." No caramel cake. They get caramel cake enough. They like apple pie too. So I'm not gonna do both. I bought like 10 pounds of apples. That should easily make 2 pies, 2 deep dish pies. So that's what I got. I'll do that tomorrow. Spaghetti is quick to make, and my potatoes are quick to make. The potatoes, I don't know if I mentioned that before. You just cut potatoes. I even leave the skin on. I just wash them because they're camp potatoes. So I leave the skin on and I wash them, and then I slice them into rings. I lost my screensaver popped up. Cut them into rings, and then I rinse them again to get some of the starch off the potato. And then I just take, when I mix them, I put them in a colander, and then so that they're all different sizes mixed up, and then I just rearrange them back into a log to fit my aluminum foil. And then on top of that, I just throw in the seasoning: salt, pepper, parsley, garlic, and that's it. And now you just roll it into a log, fold in your ends, and you just plop it on the grill. But they taste really good. Not a lot of work, but they taste really good. And then spaghetti, and that'll be it. The biggest thing is cleaning the bathroom. That's what I gotta do. And I guess I should, I got all kind of bag making supplies on my dining room table. I guess I should move that. I was planning on people just coming in to use the restroom, get food out the kitchen. But it looks like it's going to be raining. We got forecast in the rain all weekend. It didn't rain today during the day, but it rained, early morning hours. So I'm hoping I get a day like that on Monday, because I would like for some people to be outside. You can make caramel apple pie. Yeah, we talked about that before, Jason, where they was talking about all these different flavors of apple pie that I'd never tasted. I won't be doing that for a group of family to come. I have to make sure it's right, but I do need to make one of those to taste it and see if I like it. I'm sure I will like it. What's not to like about adding caramel to anything? But I don't want to mess something up when I got guests coming, just in case. Remo is reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, ma'am. Susie K says, "Hi everyone, late to this party again. Was watching granddaughters. We had pizza, but I like your menu much better. Yeah. And I don't know. I got salad fixings, I guess, in my refrigerator if nobody brings salad. My daughters and my niece are bringing all the drinks, so I didn't have to worry about that either. So, yeah, that's where we are. I have to, all of these get a half square triangle, and then whatever half square triangles are left in the color print. Just got these units I'm about to sew together. Uh, they go to a white. I got a few white ones here. So I'm hoping that I counted everything correct. You know, you know how it goes sometimes. I call myself counting. That's why I stopped sewing, because I didn't want to make too many of one unit, more than what I needed. So I actually like the changes that I put onto these blocks. Okay. Oh, it's up here. I want to take this one off that I was using to chain piece, so I can press it open and don't forget about it. Um, we love camp potatoes. Yep, they are really good. And I actually, the first time I had them cooked that way, I made them at camp. And anytime I'm home and I already got the grill on, I just go ahead and throw them on the grill that way. I put them in. I can put them in the oven too that way. But I just, whenever I have that grill on, I just go ahead and toss them on there. Now, since my crazy family has decided to go ahead and cook all the meat and stuff themselves, I'm just gonna. I have about maybe 4 logs, so I can just throw those 4 logs on the grill. So that's all I'm grilling. Okay, that is all I'm grilling that I'm aware of, unless I miss something on my to-do list. Hmm. So this looked like the same fabric, but it's not. It's just the same color palette. It's not. I just don't want to sew the same fabric back together. Um, Joe Carmel asking Sue and Kevin to mail her some pound cake. I guess those two are planning on just coming over. I guess I haven't read all the comments apparently. That is funny. What else? You can't show up empty-handed, Kevin. Has anyone ever brought fabric to a cookout? You got that right. Bring something. Oh my goodness. Yes. And I normally have Labor Day at my house, but I haven't in 2 years because of COVID. My husband wasn't letting these folk in. I didn't really care. I was I think I was tired too. Like I told you all, I'm kind of an introvert, so I think I kind of took advantage of COVID. We lived just the two of us. And my husband was in lockdown mode longer than I was. So, um, Deborah Sims Brown saying hello, T and everyone. It has been a long time since I joined the live, but can get in but life can get in the way. Glad to be back. Yes, I fully understand. So welcome back. Fully understand. I saw where So Becca says she posted in the community post today that she's got 15,000 subscribers. So congratulations to So Becca. Darcy says, I make spaghetti in my Instapot. It is very easy. Well, I don't have an Instapot. I do have just a standard crock pot, but I have, the bigger one because I do my roast in there. But I don't have an Instapot. I have an air fryer and the standard crock pot. Patricia says, you are very good cook, T. I am a can queen. All I need is a can opener and a microwave oven and I will be set to go. I do actually like a few things in the can, but there are some things in the can that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. And my worst thing in a can is yams. That has got to be the worst looking thing I've ever seen in my life. Is a canned yam. I will not eat that thing. Mary is asking how many people. I have no idea. I have not even done a head count. I don't think like my sister who's passed, I don't think her family is gonna come. She had 4 children and then all their family. I don't think they're coming, but I have, let's see, my mom. I doubt if my 2 brothers come because they smoke and they know they can't smoke at my house, so I doubt if they come. Let's see, my mom, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 6 is 16. Plus 4 is 20. 21, 22. 21, 22. At least 22, and it could be more. You never know how many are gonna come. And then every once in a while, some of these little young folk had a nerve to bring a friend, So I don't know. I got some other ones that could come. Not sure. So we should have fun. Rain, no sleet and no snow, but we should have fun with the rain. Inside or out, we'll have fun. If we go outside, I can, take the music box and all of that kind of stuff out. We might do some line dances or something. You never know. Y'all, I don't know when, but I ran out of bobbin. Okay. I told you it was going to happen, right? So I only got to resew 3. It ran out right on the end of this one. So yeah, I forget quick and I'm just sewing. It's in the middle or the end? It's in the middle of that one. So I gotta change my bobbin. Okay. Just trying to make sure it's clean. I wound 16 bobbins last time I wound bobbins with my neutral thread. So it makes it so I don't have to wind anything. That's great. Just pop a new one in. I see the bottom thread, but can't pull it. They're crazy. Okay, we'll just go back inch, and then that way it'll come on up without affecting the quality of my stitches here. Yep, I knew something wasn't right. I'm like, I was just sewing for a while, and I'm like, you should have ran out of bobbin by now. Can't you just make a crumb crust and then drizzle caramel over it? That's Susie K, right? I would just eat the caramel. My brother and I, we love caramel. Anytime I make my caramel cake and I have any icing left, I give it to him. He freezes it, and then he just breaks off pieces as he wants it and takes it out of the freezer that way. So he's a true sweet lover. I take it out of my house because I don't want to eat it. And I've even made my own truffles and everything. All right. I'm talking about, can your sister adopt me? That's Joe Cormel. My sister loves to cook. I just let them. I just sit back and I'm like, okay, they know it's at my house. When I go to their house, all I bring is the cake. And then I also, I'll donate money to whoever house it's at. And I'll bring a cake. These ladies don't know how to sit down and do nothing. And my mother isn't even cooking. She's going to direct my brother into every move he makes. She's going to have him do it all. But hey, it is what it is. She's going to sit in a chair and tell him everything to do, watch him like a hawk. Bye, Susan. She says, I have to go take care of all tea, try and get some rest, my friend. Yes. I'm hoping I can get some good sleep tonight and start making those pies tomorrow. I actually like my apple pie hot, so I'll serve them their apple pie, and then I'm gonna put mine in the microwave with some ice cream. It is so good. Warm apple pie with French vanilla ice cream. It is the best thing ever. It's like, don't talk to me when I'm eating that. And I haven't had apple pie in a long time. Bye, Lana says she's buffering. Well, T, I'm off. Gonna go spend some time with the hubs now. Have a fantastic rest of the night at Teaquilts. Thank you, Tiffany. Appreciate you. Wind Sprinter is here saying hello to everyone. Patricia says, I'm not allowed in the kitchen without adult supervision. Okay. Oh my gosh. Mm. Those canned collard greens can go somewhere else. Now, I've never had canned collard greens, thank God. So I don't know about those. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm. Thank you, Tom. Melissa says they can't smoke in the yard. Nope. When you got people that chain smoke and then they too lazy to even put their cigarette in a trash can somewhere once it's out, don't come to my house with that crap. So instead of them acting correct, they just prefer not to come at all, which I'm okay with. My mom will pack up food to take to them so they'll eat. Or I'll pack up food. My mom doesn't do anything. She's a choir director. And Ray gonna get me for talking about her again. No, she's too funny. You have to have, when you got 8 children, it's got to be funny. You got a lot of fun times involved. I can't remember if I need 8 more blocks or what. I can't remember the count because I did this so long ago. This was pre-bag making days. Before like the ones I'm selling. Okay, so this is this part. It's the top. And how many of these squares? That should be a clue how many I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It says I have 7 squares. It doesn't say anything, but I have 7 squares. Oh, yeah. You can have canned spinach. You can add canned spinach to that list of not eating out of the can. See, I've never had greens of any kind out of the can. I always have had those from scratch. But there's been a time or two that my mom tried to throw off canned yams as real yams, like fresh yams, and I'm like, "You're crazy. I'm not touching that. I don't even have to. I can tell. I look at it, Mom. She's looking at me like that's." And then she even had the nerve to say, "That's not canned yams." I'm like looking at her like she grew a second head, and then she just starts laughing because she don't want me to say it in front of all the company. It's like you shouldn't do it in front of all the company. I'm not the only one thinking this. When you grow up eating gourmet meals and all of a sudden somebody start trying to play games with the food, it's like, we're not doing that. She stopped that mess too. Now, I have to say, she has figured out how to make good mashed potatoes using regular mashed potatoes, but I think she mixed both fresh mashed potatoes and box mashed potatoes because those actually taste good. Francine says, I agree, collards in a can, that is horrible. See, I never had that, so I definitely won't be in a rush to go taste something like that because I definitely don't want anything horrible tasting on my palate. And I'm already picky about foods. I have palate issues anyway. Like I don't eat mushrooms because of how they because of how they feel on my tongue. I don't like it on my palate. It's like nope. Liz says the worst kind of any of the worst of any kind of green in a can. um Actually, green beans in a can aren't bad. I rinse off all the stuff and then there's been times when I've worked and I have eaten green beans just straight out the can, just got a fork, rinsed them off, plopped them right back in the can at work and ate them things because I didn't have time to eat lunch. And actually got used to them like that. I can do tuna the same way. I get water-based tuna, drain off the water, and I could just eat it out the can or pop it on a salad. So, like I said, I can eat some things out of a can for quickness. If I'm in a hurry. Leela says, hi, TNT Quilters. Hope all is well with everyone. Hello, ma'am. She's enjoying that KC football. That's our team now. Kansas City Chiefs. Mary says, I'm poop, so I'm going to head on out. Have a great, safe holiday. Bye, Mary. Thank you so much for popping in. And Patricia, I never get to ask to bring food to any event that our family and friends are hosting. I bring paper plates, chips, anything in a bag or store bought. I am not a good cook. And we used to do that to my sister too. She's starting to learn after all of these years. She's finally starting to learn in her 50s how to cook. But we still don't trust her. We used to put her with the drinks, and then she would always come late, or she'll come and the drinks weren't cold and she didn't bring ice. So we've taken the drinks away from her too. So she can't even bring drinks anymore. So she brings dessert that she goes and buys. She's not going to make a dessert. But she's been learning, and her kids are grown up now, so they've been cooking more stuff too, experimenting. So, good night, Vivian. Thank you for coming. Question: what do you do with the empty pre-wind bobbins? Can they be reused? No, you need to pitch those. Pre-wind bobbins are made of a thinner plastic. Even if you have plastic bobbins, they're made of a thinner plastic. And there's a high probability that they will crack when you go to wind new bobbin thread on it. So they just recommend not using that. You can ask any of your sewing machine manufacturers, and they recommend you not reusing pre-wound bobbins. Just use it that one time it's been wound, factory based, and that's it. I pitch them. At one point, like when I didn't know, I used to wind my color embroidery thread on them, but since then you can get bobbins so cheap in bulk, many places, and so I just buy my bobbins in bulk, and then put my colored thread on extra bobbins that I buy bulk, not my name brand bobbins from the company. And I've never had a problem buying them and doing it that way. So I don't reuse them. I pitch them. I pitch them like a cut string of thread. Glory brand green beans. Glory brand greens in the can are actually pretty good, in my honest opinion. That's Melissa. Like I said, I've never had any of them in the can, so I wouldn't know. But she's saying Glory brand of greens are good. Love apple pie with ice cream. That's Deborah. Yep. Melissa is crazy. Darcy is reminding people, if you are just getting here, ready to leave, check your thumbs up and make sure you've hit it. Thank you, Darcy. Yes, please. Please check to make sure you hit your thumbs up. Coming in and going. Hey, sis, I love apple pie. Oh, that's Pebble saying that my brother is typing for her. Yeah. Yep. I love me a warm apple pie. So even though I'm making it the day before, I'm going to be heating mine up. I know that you're supposed to let a pie settle, for about 4 hours or so once you cook it. But if it's apple pie and I don't have to serve it to anybody else, I cut that pie when it's hot because I want all of that juice in my ice cream. It's kind of like caramel, from all the sugar and butter cooking in the oven, kind of make a little caramel glaze with it. Yeah. All right. I guess I need to start a different stack because that's different. And I haven't even. I'll cut the iron on and just press here. I normally not been pressing in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I do just need 7 blocks. Seems like a weird number to need, isn't it? It's not like an even number. Uh, mm-hmm. Sounded like my husband's lazy behind. Oh, I'll throw the cigarette butts in the yard. It'll be fine. Yeah. The year that I banned them from just smoking in my house, period, was they asked me if they could come, if they could smoke, and I said sure. So they went out on my front and they start smoking, and I have the black metal railings. And when the next day I went outside and I saw all their little cigarette butts in the little curly cues. They were stuck in the curly cues. And I had to go out there and pull all of that crap out. And I said, oh no, never again. You won't do that again. So I called them up, told them, next time you come to my house, don't smoke. They get in your car, they try to light up, can you take me to the store? I take them to the store. Got the nerve to be trying to light a cigarette. I'm like, oh, do you know that that's one of my allergies is cigarette smoke? Now, I can pull this car over and you can walk to wherever it is you got to go that you enjoy smoking more than getting a ride, but you can't smoke in here. They were something else. I got them trained by now, but they something else. And most smokers are. My mom sounds like your mom sounds like a hoot, Miss T. I miss my mom. I know I would have her spoiled rotten. Yeah, she's a mess. I go to her house today. I gave her I've been doing some stuff with my mom and sister. They're expanding their business. And my sister works during the week. So I'm the person that does all the drop off with my mom just so she can boss everybody around. And she put some pans in my car, food pans. And when I got to the place, it just so happened that I have a liner in my car. I always put a plastic liner on top of carpet because I know I'm always hauling stuff when I'm going to and from quilt lecture. So I automatically order me one of those plastic pans to put in my car. And it was a good thing I had that. I also have on top of that, I have moving uh, quilts or whatever they are. So I have those on top of that. It just so happened it was a great thing that I had that because this woman had messed up the back of my car with all these food pans. And I recently replaced most of my tiles. I replaced all my tiles. I just kept a few that I like so that if I'm taking something somewhere, then I can wrap my pans as well. But I told her to take those extra large bath towels and you can use those to wrap around food pans in the future. So when you're traveling with food, that you're not messing up somebody's car. So my mom had soaked the moving mat. She soaked my liner, and then it had even come over the liner at the back and was going up under to get to my rug. And so when I got to one of the places, the gentleman in there, he had some cleaner, and I forget what it's called, awesome something. And he said, here, use this to clean your car. And I said, no, it's okay. I'll just wait till I get. He said, no, here, take this. I'm gonna give you this whole bottle. He gave me a whole bottle of that cleaner. I came home, I cleaned my car at the place, and I'm like, oh my God, this stuff is good. So I came home, I cleaned a part of my carpet is bad, and my dining room has carpet of all places to put carpet in the house. It has a carpet, and I had a bad spot. I went and cleaned that spot just using my hand. I didn't even get the cleaner out. Just using my hand, I just rubbed, with a towel back and forth. That stuff came out. Then I said, oh, okay, this stuff works really good. So then I went and started attacking my stove I did part of my stove looks like it's brand new. I said, this cleaner is awesome. It cleans better than any oven cleaner. Um, I didn't have to scrub as hard. So yeah, whatever that cleaner is, I think it's got awesome in its name if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Patricia's saying you were so funny, T. Probably a mess too. I would say that. And it's not probably, I am a mess. You got to add ice, add cream cheese, and use some half and half in your taters. Yummy. Everybody doesn't like a gratin type potatoes. And most times when you're camping, you don't have the refrigerator. So that's why I say these are called camp potatoes. And I personally don't like cream cheese unless it's melted into something. I'd rather use any other kind of cheese than cream cheese for some reason. That's one of those things that I have to have melted into soups. But I don't like cream cheese in pastries and all that kind of stuff. I just don't like the texture for some reason. Darcy says, I can't eat tomatoes because of the texture of them. I like the taste, but I can't stand the texture. Yeah, I love fresh tomatoes. I can just put pepper on those babies and just eat them. Same Miss T, green beans straight out the can. Don't even bother rinsing them. So she don't even have to rinse them. But I do try to rinse them. I'm just going to go ahead and break this thread so I can do this last one. And I can press all of this. I probably will not get my blocks on tonight because I've done a lot of chatting. You all were pretty chatty tonight, which is good. Always gave me something to read. Having collards, neck bones, mac and cheese, and cornbread tomorrow. Can't wait. Yes. That's from Stephanie. Patricia says, my husband a good cook. When he is cooking, it's a full course dinner. When it's my turn to make dinner, it's spaghettios served out the pot. Poor Patricia. All right, I got to turn this over. I have not put up stuff from bag making. So I'll press this. It looks like I made an attempt once and probably been moving it around, got messed up in a stack. So I'll get these pressed. Starting is half the problem. Once I get started, then I can go ahead and work on some stuff. But you know, the holiday week, I decided to take off from sewing this week. So we'll see how much sewing I do tomorrow. I think I'm gonna still be in edit video mode. Okay. This is the last one like this. My sister-in-law says she's hosting Thanksgiving. That's code for she's setting the table, and I'm to bring everything. That's Sue. It's like I can cook everything that they're bringing, except that I don't make potato salad. I can enjoy a little bit of potato salad, but I don't like it a lot. I don't like eating it for a long period of time. I can do it for a meal or two. So that's just one of those things that it's like I don't really care if I make it or not. I'm actually more of a coleslaw lover than potato salad. I like cream coleslaw, the southern coleslaw, not the vinaigrette based. What block are you making, Miss T? I'm sewing more not today blocks. I've shown that to you a couple of times. I'll show it to you again. I've got one on my board up here. I just got to pull off my bag making stuff that's in front of it. But I'll show it to you. Everything is pressed. These are all the same. Get my stacks together here. And since I only got 7 blocks, I think I'm going to lay them out, or maybe I won't. I'll just sew half units. All the bag making stuff is up here. All these are my extra pieces I can use in other bags. It's wrinkly. But this is what I'm making. It's a pattern that's called Not Today. And you put these quadrants together. So I just sewed units for that. I'm ready to sew 4 patches. Maybe I should put all of these together. My bottom corner is always going to be a square. So I can take that off. Right here it says I need 7 more blocks. It's written on the squares. And then I got to make the borders, which I don't have on here. So I can pitch that. And I hope I've turned all of these on the right side. It looks like it. Those white tone-on tones will get you every time. And then this block goes like that. All right, so I just don't want the same block. I try. Every once in a while I look up and I've sewed a fabric that's somewhere else in the same block. But I try not to. And this one. So I'm just making sure that I can sew these pieces together without ending up in the end with the same fabric in a block. Nothing major. This, then that, and that. This, then this, and that. This, then that. And this one. And last one, this one. And this is the one that's just going to be a floral block. It just looks like I got the same fabric. They just happen to look alike. Because, some floral prints, they tend to look alike even though they're from different manufacturers. My repair text says, don't use the pre-wound bobbins. They can damage the machine. And that's from Lizette Zayas. Hello and welcome. So I don't use them. The last thing you need is to have some thin plastic cracking down in your machine, and it goes into places where it shouldn't go. So I just avoid using them. And then these fabrics that I'm using, they're all florals too. I have added, my background is called kind of like fern print, so that's still floral. And I have added a print that's not floral. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I've been changing my block up a little. I got a surprise. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do in my white space. So I was originally thinking I might put some applique when I join 4 blocks together. And then I thought about just machine embroidered flowers, but I have a quilt that's very similar to that. So I didn't want to do that either. So I think I figured it out. And I'm not going to reveal that since you all been watching me sew these boring blocks. I'm going to let you all see it. Once I get the top put together, I can get a picture of it outside, and then I'll show it to you guys. Love apple pie with cheese. Lena says Glory brand products are too salty to her. And I don't like a lot of salt on my food. Like, there's only certain foods I put salt on top, and that would be like French fries or popcorn. That's about it. Whatever is cooked into my food is what I tend to eat. I tend not to like raw salt. I just don't like it, the salty grit sitting on top of my food. If it's not cooked in, I don't eat it. And Maddie says she loves coleslaw too. Yep. I'm way behind. If we still got coleslaw comments coming in, I'm always behind in this chat, even when I jump ahead. Oh, I'm not. I'm at the bottom. Well, maybe it jumped. It did jump. That is funny. I thought I was caught up. Well, and I'm not too far. And Stephanie's saying she's got a collared dealer right down the road from her. That's the best way to get them, is from those kind of situations. My mom used to buy them like that by the bushel, collard greens by the bushel. And we just sit there and pick collars all evening. And collards is one of those foods that once you should cook it and then freeze it, and then when it's thawed and cooked into for a meal, like warm for a meal, they actually taste better. The seasonings settle into those greens. They are so good that way. But I'll eat them either way. I love greens. And collards are my favorite greens, although some people don't know how to make them soft. So oh, Totally Awesome from the Dollar Tree. Really? Girl, I'm finna go crazy if that's at the Dollar Tree. I'm thinking this man gave me something I got to go spend a lot of money for. Oh, man. I'm gonna go look at that container and see if it's called Totally Awesome. But I'm telling you, that stuff, I just used a sponge and it took all kind of years of crap off my stove. My stove was looking brand new. I was like, whoa. And I've been using Easy All Cleaner all these years. Stuff smells horrible. But if it's at the Dollar Tree, I'm gonna go crazy. All right. We're almost there. And this last one is going to a block that's partially sewed together. All right, you can get it from a lot of people saying that. So that's Dollar Store carries that product. Okay. See, girl, I'm converted. I'm done with all these other cleaners after I seen this stuff work. And the three things that I clean with, that I cleaned with total strength, because I cleaned my car because I wanted all that food smell out of my car that had spilled. And then my carpet was so filthy, in my oven, I was just saying, they say you can put it straight on oven. So let's see, I thought it was going to take the color off my oven, but it didn't. But yeah, I'm going to the Dollar Tree. Wow. Yeah, I do know the Dollar Tree is now $1.25. Awesome laundry in white spray bottle works great on white clothes to remove stains, but be careful. It will take the color out of the other clothes. Ask me how I know. So I'll leave that alone. But I am going to get some of that cleaner. Uh, Lena says, I like potato salad, but I don't want it warm, and I don't like it in the refrigerator. After that, I'm done. Ain't that something? She wants it at room temp, and then once it's refrigerated, she doesn't want it either. So that's weird. I do like it cold. Maddie loves coleslaw. Gee, did you use those nonstick? Did you use those nonstick needles? I didn't buy any nonstick needles. I just bought the needles that they recommended I buy. I don't have any nonstick needles. Washing sheets. Didn't know the remote control was wrapped in them. Heard a clunking sound. Remote and batteries are sparkling clean. Now to see if it works after trying. Oh my God, Benita. That's funny. Oh my gosh. 3, 4, 5. This is 6. And then this one here is 7 that goes with that one. All right. Let's see. I probably will not get these done. I don't even have my press stick in here. I moved it. Oh, I took it to class. I just kept forgetting to even mention that I taught a class on Facebook. I feel bad because I didn't even acknowledge the group that I taught them a class, but I taught a class on Tuesday, and I did not bring my press stick back in here, so now I'm waiting on the iron to heat back up. It cut off. And Jason says he's gonna try. I'm telling you, it was cleaning up some stuff. Had me in the mode to go clean some stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna be using that tomorrow as I clean my house. It's like got all kinds of usage, and then on the instructions, it has like how much water, like what percent to cleaner to water, or 100% cleaner. And I like that too because it's right on the bottle. Stephanie says, had a blast tonight. Hope to see y'all tomorrow on Zoom. Have a wonderful night and stay safe. Love y'all. Good night, Stephanie. Thank you so much for participating. Uh, good night, Francis. Saying she'll see everybody Wednesday. Good night, Sue. She's got to work tomorrow. I don't have any al dente collard greens. Oh, he don't want any. I'm sorry. That's Jason. Deborah Sam saying good night too. So good night, Deborah. Liz says I will be shucking 15 ears of corn for Monday. Some fried and some grilled. Yeah, I like corn all the ways. I like it creamed. I like it just regular corn on the cob, grilled, boiled. It don't matter. I love corn. So this is one. I will sew this together and get off my partial that's not connected so I can sew it, because we're good at forgetting something goes together when it's not connected. That's why I leave my little 4 patches connected in 4 patches so I know what goes with what. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat. I didn't even eat anything until 6 o'clock, and I made me a grilled turkey and cheese sandwich with just some mustard. I was out of mayo. I wasn't out of mayo. My mayo expired April 2021. Okay, that's the last time I had some mayo, was 2021. It's like, really? I do like mayo. I don't know why I'm not eating it. But that was the last, that's what the jar said. So now we're going to sew this partial block. And this other piece here. I'm one of those people, I do like to pin when I have a connecting point, and I also press these seams open. So that's another reason I'm pinning. Trying to reduce the bulk in the corners of my units. All right. So I've got 2 of 7 sewed. And so here is my block, just the same thing. That's what I'm making. Look like a wrench. So I have to press those seams open. So I'll just start a stack right there. I am making corn on the cob also. Good night, Beverly. Susie says, too bad for me. Good night, everyone. Good night. Eric Oda's in here saying, hello, everybody. Hey, Eric. I see you had a lot of fun. You were even messing around in Arizona. I think it was Arizona your photos were in. Good night, Janet. CJR Creation says, good night, 10 everyone. Have a great Labor Day. Hope to see you Wednesday. Thank you. You too. Good night, Janet. I have not heard the little boy singing the corn song. That's Jason. I think I'll just get these pressed and pinned up. They'll be ready. Whoops. If I press the seam right, they'll be ready to sew. And I think I will go ahead and do these because I have to lay out to know what I'm going to, what position they're going to be in. So I'll stay here and sew even if I end the live because I can go to the next step with these blocks, which is laying them out with all the other ones. Let's see, 8, 16. So I'm making 16 great blocks. And I probably have 8 of them made. And so I kept pieces so that I could move around my last 8 just in case I needed to mix some fabrics up. So I have half the great blocks made. So T, I'm sorry that this got jammed. Your pressing sticks look like it's behind your phone. You set your coffee cup in front of the phone. Your press stick. Mm-mm. I don't have no press sticks here. It's no press sticks here. I moved that press stick and I don't remember bringing it back in here. But it'll be okay. I'll take it. I'm gonna take my blocks when I'm done. The final press I take to my big board, or I take, because I got on my big board, I also have my steam press on there. So I'll use one of those to press it. So it'll be fine. I like everything nice and flat. So, like I said, I only had 7 blocks I needed to make tonight. I was short 7 blocks. And then I got to take this one up here out, and then it goes so I can go make 8 more great blocks. So I got the other pieces in my room. I got 8 already made. And I've got the other pieces. I said, don't sew those together yet. So, and it'll take me a while because I probably have to go out and use my deck, because it's going to be a big quilt. So I may have to go out and use my deck to lay out all the pieces, because I want to make sure. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with fabric placement, but I just like to be sure. I got a few fabrics that I must have cut twice. Sometimes I try not only cut a few pieces from fabric, but since these were just all florals in a bag, I just cut whatever was laying out. So I got more of fabrics than I would normally like in my scrap quilts, but it still will be cool. Thank you, Patricia. Saying the block is pretty. Miss T, it's a not today quilt pattern from one of your quilt clubs. No, it's one that, and it's not as in a knot, a bow tie knot, KNOT, not today. If you're looking for this pattern, it was something that Kevin and I saw on the Iowa Shop Hop, and we just wanted to make it. But I'm such a doofus that I decided to make it in large size. I did like it in the small size, but I thought, oh, I can make less blocks if I do it bigger. And then also making it, adding stuff for, to make it bigger for my bed. So I am doing more blocks, but after I got them bigger, I shouldn't have used bright white. And so then I was trying to figure out what to do within the white spaces, but I wanted something that was going to pop with all the florals. And bright white is a fabric that will pop with florals. But then I was like, oh, that's too much light space. So that's when I started trying to make amends to the design. So it's not going to be much like the Not Today when I'm done with it, but that's okay. We're going to figure it out. All right. So I'll press these. I will get these sewed. I might be on here a couple minutes extra, but I'm going to sew them. Then I can give them a good press and lay them out before I sew on them again. And these is just one of those I cut and put into a project box. And I just happened to sew this with you all as I'm doing sewing chat or Zoom meetings, stuff like that. I just pull out something. So I always got something that I can sew. That I don't have to worry about what am I going to sew. I don't have anything cut. I got plenty of stuff cut. All right. And do this one. Last one. totally fantabulous. That's from Eric. Darcy is also reminding people to check your thumbs up before you go. Thank you, June, saying she likes the block too. Diana Grant says, good night, everyone. Going to the grocery store. Oh my gosh. Well, it shouldn't be too many people in there at night. My sister says she went to Sam's earlier today and it was packed. Patricia says, good night, Tia, and all my quilty friends. It's been nice chatting with you all. Have a happy Labor Day, everyone. Bye. Good night, Patricia. Thank you. Not today, so tomorrow. Good night, Delia. She says, good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you. You too. Liz says, okay, thanks. I like to look at the quilts that you work on and make. I like to look at the quilts. Yep. Melissa and Eric is talking foolishness like we do in the chat. Okay, so now I got them all sewed. I did get them sewed. I'm now 1 minute over. Been reading some chat comments. I have my 7 blocks that I was short. And I will put these with the other blocks to make sure I still have enough. And I may as well go ahead and get rid of the connecting thread in between these two, so I don't have to cut that later. I don't know why that was already cut. One of these should have been cut, but not 2. So that's 2. And I guess I need to work on my bag orders because people just been paying. I haven't even written these people down on my list. Okay. I need to figure out what bags I need to make. I'm trying to move this brother out so I can bring my Bernina back in. And I can't be great. I got to make more bags. Put that up. Cut that off. Press that. And good night, Jason. Turning in myself as well. Good night, everyone. Have a safe and restful holiday weekend. Good night, Jason. Enjoy. And I can't wait for you to get your new Bernina 770 plus. That is awesome. Y'all stop leaving. I'm enjoying this and I want it to last as long as possible. That's Melissa. She's the one that'll like sit in here with me sewing. Don't worry about it. Just keep sewing, T. Well, I got it all sewed today, thank God. So at least I got my task. I need to go back and start working on that 4-star general. That's what I need to work on. Good night, all. Can't stay awake. That's June Hanson. Good night, June. We're going to leave off of here. You're not going to miss anything. So we're going to go ahead and end here, guys. You all stay blessed. Be safe, everybody. And quilt out. See you Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Regular 1-hour chat. Bye.